Welcome to the Valkyrie Biker. Today is a very wet day here in the south of England, and it's a bit special as well because I'm en route to go and do my MOD2 for the first time on this 125. So as I've previously said in my other videos, you can do a Mod 1 and a Mod 2 on your own 125, and when you pass that, you do it basically for your A1 license, which allows you to ride your 125 without L plates. So that's the attempt for today, and let's see how I get on with that today. I'm a bit nervous, I have to say, but I have to keep on thinking that this is just a ride out really, with a sat nav in my ear, which is different to the computer, and I have to make sure that I do everything as I would do normally with my safety and riding, but then taking also special considerations for the road and its present conditions. Now, we've had a really big downfall today. In fact, we've had a downfall for the last week. Now, it is the beginning of September 2022, and the weather has been atrocious. As you see today, I'm wearing my full yellow banana. So it's a waterproof jacket. This is actually, I believe, the old police style jackets they had quite a few years ago, and I've never had problems with it when it comes to rain or that matter wind, but what I have done is I've prepared for the worst. So my legs, I have got my leggings underneath, even though I have got a textile and leather trouser. It can be, you know, the textiles can get soaking wet. However, I haven't got round to putting on my full yellow banana trousers either. I just thought that might be a bit overkill, and if I get a wet bum, I'll get a wet bum, but I just didn't want to go full banana, because I think I should be alright as I am. So then underneath that I've got an Under Armour suit, or actually it was one of my rash vests, my jiu-jitsu rash vests I got, and that's to keep me warm in my core. Have a t-shirt underneath that, a t-shirt on top of that, a hoodie, of course my leather, and then this banana skin, full leather feet covering with boots, of course the helmet and gloves. So I'm trying to be prepared as much as I can do. The other thing I've also got is the paperwork with me that's tucked inside my leathers to keep it nice and dry. I put them in the plastic folder, so like a little soft folder, just in case, because my panniers are soaking wet at the moment where I took the bike out and then I had the downfall. Of course, they're only PVC, and they don't hold the water out very well. So I'm prepared as much as I can do. If I get too hot on this ride to the testing site, then I'll know that, and I can then take off stuff and put things away. But I want to make sure that I come fully prepared. So this morning, Nightshade wasn't very happy. She was a bit sort of cough, probably because I left her out in the rain. So I started her up and I let her run for about 3 or 4 minutes, and on the road, a bit of a cough, but then she was alright. So I think it's just a matter of getting the engine warmed up really, and just taking her easy, making sure that everything's alright. I checked my tyres as usual, and my liquids and everything else, before I came out. I did that last night. So my main concentration at the moment is getting there safely and making sure I try to practice, and I continue to practice as good a ride as possible before the test. It looks nice, and it's not like they're drying up here, which is good. Whether that's dry in another place where I'm going, I don't know. So this is one of the reasons why you really should try to learn to drive, or learn to ride in the wet weather, because being in England, it's notorious that it can open up the skies at any time, and if you've never tried riding in the rain, it's going to be scary. So I'm going to try and find a dry bit here, keeping to the slightly on the right side as I go around this corner. I'm looking ahead. I'm coming back into my left side. Changing down the gear actually. Now where he's going to be taking me today, I have no idea. The road system, I wasn't able to practice that, so it's going to be completely new to me. But in theory, a roundabout is a roundabout. A road sign is a road sign. And I should just follow my training and like I did there, and watch out for problems. Yeah, so I don't know if I will be able to, or permitted to, record my MOD2, as in where I'm going, what he's asked me to do. I don't think I'll be allowed to. If I am, then I will. So early apologies here if you're expecting to see it and it doesn't happen, then I'm sorry for that. But I should certainly tell you what happens at the aftermath, let's say. It's quite breezy outside as well, so you can probably hear that buffeting on my helmet again. So I'm conscious of what's happening with the road all the time. I'm trying my best to get my correct placement of the wheels, so I have a really early look at what's around the corner and stay out of the water in the centre. See, again. I was slowing down before as I was coming up to him. It's not sixth sense, I'm trying to remember training. Right, we're here. Let's see how we get on. See you later. Wish me luck. Well, I've just finished mod 2 on Nightshade, and I have done it. Woohoo! Oh my goody aunt, I have actually passed my mod 2. So now the L plates can come off, and I am going to ride L plate free on this 125 until I can save up enough money to get my A license. I think I'm going to do without my A2. I'm going straight for the A. So I am so happy right now. Many thanks to Mark, who was my examiner today at DVSA in Poole. I'm so stoked. I had a little minor to do with not making up the speed on the on a road after it changed to a national speed limit. Basically my worry about how wet it was concerned me a bit. I wasn't enough confidence to follow up to the 50 miles an hour. but that's okay. That was a minor. I had an indicator one where my indicator, I turned it off, but I didn't turn it off. I left it on a bit longer going around the left corner, but that's fine. I know I've got problems with my indicator, or rather the application of it, so that's just me. But the third one was a meeting or something where I was coming down a small road with humps, and it was a 20 limit. Humps were quite big, and there was a taxi coming the opposite direction, and instead of either going to the left side of the hump, so it's, you know, smoothed down, I decided to go to the right side, closer to the taxi, which he said really it's you either should not go towards the taxis because taxis are notorious, and I should have gone over the hump slowly, or maybe go to the left side. But that was it. Those are my three, and that was really good because I wasn't expecting to pass, and I wasn't expecting to, if I did pass, I wasn't expecting to have no advisories, or whatever they call them. So that's good. That means I've got things to work on. He said that my observations, my looking around, indicating generally, were very, very good. I had a very sticky body situation just coming out actually of the test centre, where I was going to turn right on the road, and this bus came round turning right onto me and really and truly cut that corner quite badly, which made me having to put both my feet down, and then I had to reverse back, and I thought that straight away, oh no, I've failed, because somewhere someone said to me, if you put both feet down, then you fail. That is not the case. The case is, if you have to put your feet down, do it, because otherwise you're going to fall off. Obviously, if you come to a stop and it's an easy stop, and you have your right foot on the brake and left foot down, as you should do, that's fine. But if in an emergency like there was with this bus, I had to put both feet down to stabilise the bike because it was on a camber, and that was fine. And I thought, oh, I failed, but no, that was fine. So I didn't relax at that point. I was a bit not miffed with myself, but like, oh really? But I continued, and I thought, I don't want to make any more mistakes. But yeah, it was really good. So nerve-wracking, and especially with the downpour of rain. Very fortunate for me, the rain eased off. I was able to finish the test, or the assessment as he says, in the last 10 minutes in sort of weather like this, which is spitting but not so bad. But oh goodness, I'm glad that's out of the way. So pleased. So they've taken my driving licence, and I've got a piece of paper with MOD2 on it, and here it is. So that, with my MOD1, allows me to have an A1 licence, which I will be getting in the post. When my driving licence comes back, it should say A1 on there. And as I said as before, that will allow me to ride this bike or any other 125 that I'm insured for without L plates. So yeah, happy days, happy Valkyrie. Yeah, I was so nervous. I actually felt sick again, but not as bad. But again, I've met up with Mark before, so I knew the chap. He knew the way my mind was. Yeah, just to go back, the very beginning, of course I couldn't use the camera unfortunately, but there we go. If you wear glasses, always remember them, because they're going to ask you for your eye test. if you can watch the if you can read the license of a car in front of you. And then I had, because it was pouring with rain at the time, I stood in the reception area with a piece of paper, or his electrical pad I should say, and he asked me questions like, you know, if you had a pillion, what checks would you do with the with the bike, and what checks would you do if you're checking your tyres, and that was good, you know. And I can't remember the other one now, but I kind of went through them and beforehand, so as long as you know them, and they're pretty standard, they're pretty common sense really, but it's always worth knowing, forearmed is forewarned. So yeah, get a copy of that and have a look, and then just practice a little bit. But yeah, happy days. The yellow banana is free for the moment anyway, but that doesn't mean to say I stop learning. This is all very functional skills, isn't it, from Mod 1? Clutch control, slow moving traffic, balance. That's why they do it on Mod 1. So thanks ever so much everyone for coming on board and staying with me this journey up to the Mod 1, Mod 2 for the 125. I do wish to take my full licence, of course. So again, here's a link for my GoFundMe. I'd be appreciative if anyone could do any help with that. So I can go straight into my A licence and rock and roll. Ride safe, ride free. Catch you on the next time. Bye bye for now.